Boom, coming in, Chinch.
Friday.
No, we're not coming in Chinch. We're coming in Friday morning, baby. Friday morning. Let's go.
What used to be called Fun Bag Friday? It's still Fun Bag Friday to me.
Every day's fun. Dude, every day's
Every day's Fun Bag Friday.
Every day's Fun Bag Friday.
That's so good. Hey, so I'm going with CBSSportsline.com today for our stats. I'm not going to ESPN because they freaking autoplayed all day yesterday.
I know, it's so annoying, dude.
You're out, ESPN.
They try to jump into our. Do you try to jump into our broadcast with no no sponsorship money?
Yeah, we got Mr. Clean ads running on there. We're not getting paid for that. Fuck. Come on.
Mr. Clean ad.
Anyway, all right. So we got a wacky day of baseball ahead of us today. Oh, wait. Which bat is that? Is that the same?
This is my World Series bat.
Yes.
Which bat should I get? You know what I'm going to
get? Get a different one. Yeah.
All right, let me see.
Is that the Eddie Vedder guitar over there?
No, that's a Metallica guitar.
Oh, sorry. That's not my Eddie Vedder guitar. That's my Metallica guitar.
Dude, I covered Metallica 2015 down in San Fran. They auctioned off the guitar they played the Star Spangled Banner with. Dude, I got it for like $1,500.
What? Oh, yeah. The auction. You told me that story
Incredible.
once, I think.
Yeah, dude. It was auctioned off in the stadium. I'm like, I'm taking that thing.
Nice. What is this?
This is my junior bat, dude. Ken Griffey Jr. bat.
Oh.
But dude, you look at.
Wait, is that how he taped his bat up?
This is how he taped his bat.
You guys got to go to our YouTube
Junior,
page.
Dude, Junior could tape his bat. Look at that. He used to crisscross it. He taught me how to do it. I started taping my bats like this.
Whoa.
After I played with Junior because it was cool, man. It was definitely a nice strip, but he would rip the tape in half. And then start at the bottom and then crisscross it up. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Wow. You know what I did when I was in high school? I used tennis grip. I loved tennis grip. Did you ever use that?
Tony, well, that's what they use now, but Tony, the lizard grip now. But Tony Gwynn, I have a bat from Tony Gwynn. It's a 32-inch bat with a tennis grip on it.
Wow. His bat was 30. What else you got? Go, give me one more before.
This is cool too. Hopefully these don't all fall. Hang on, let me see if.
It looks so nice. Oh, jeez.
I got Albert Pujols.
Oh.
700, baby. Let's go.
Wow.
This is an Albert Pujols M9. This is when he was with St. Louis, though. Let's get some back. This is like early Albert Pujols.
Wait, so.
And then he.
Go ahead.
Dude, I got something for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is incredible. This is incredible bat history right here. I don't know how the conversation went here, but this is great.
No, let's go.
So this right here. Okay, this is great, bro. So this bat I used in the World Series, right? Mm-hmm. Is an old hickory bat. Now, obviously, Pujols used Marucci for the last 10 years, but before Marucci was out, Jack Marucci hadn't invented Marucci yet. Pujols was using this old hickory bat. Okay. Well, look at this. If you can see it, the bat is an AP1. I used an AP1. Albert Pujols 1.
You did?
AP1. Yeah, I used Pujols' model in the old hickory because it was such a good model. I can't remember. Oh, Carlos Guillen used it on the Tigers. I'm like, bro, I love that bat. And then Polanco was using it, but this is what Pujols swung before. Wow. He swung an M356.
Wait, he signed that for you? He signed that for you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
wait, walk me through how that works. What do you do? When he gets to first base, you ask him.
What do? I hold guys on and go, hey, what's up, bro? Way to swing it. Hey, listen, can you send a bat over real quick, signed? And they're like, yeah, no problem.
Has
anybody
ever
said no?
Oh, I was going to say, nobody's ever said no?
Oh, dude, look. This is cool, too. This is a 32.3 ounce bat. Wow. So Pujols must have liked 32.3. Like, that matters. He's not swinging a 32 . It matters, dude. That point.
Why?
Is exactly.
Why?
Just because whatever it is, you take so many swings, that 0.1 matters. I don't know. Like I used to get bats that were like 32.1 sometime or 31.9. It felt lighter. Crazy.
You know what's weird to me? When I actually was decent in baseball in college, and baseball bats, the metal bats are different. There were 3 to 4 ounce difference, right? So
right.
I should have. As a smaller guy, 33-30 was pretty much my wheelhouse. Yeah. But instead, for some reason, I felt better swinging a 34-31 and choking up an inch, which is weird because it's the exact that makes it 33. But I felt stronger and had more control of the bat if I did it 1 ounce higher, 1 inch, but with 1 inch choked up. Isn't that weird? Dude, I guess it's all about feel too, right?
You get more, Bonds and the guys that choke up, you just have more bat head control.
Yeah.
So,
well, all right.
there's your lesson. Like, how about this segue? Like Yordan Alvarez had yesterday, bro, when he hit another 2-run bomb.
How about that?
Against Castillo and the Mariners, bro. Why are you pitching to this guy?
Let's
why
go.
Are you
Keep going. Keep going.
Why are you pitching to Yordan Alvarez? Castillo had such good stuff for the Mariners, really rolling, was punching tickets. Kyle Tucker ended up taking him deep, but it was really only the only blemish. And then I think it was in the 6th inning, Pena bloops one to center. And then Alvarez comes up. He throws him a first pitch sinker at 98, but Alvarez is all over it. And he goes, to that Crawford box in left field in Houston. It's so short. Dude, he loves to go to left center. And they were just – the only way to beat him is in. And also, he does well in, like you saw against Robbie Ray. But, like, if you can beat him with a two-seamer in, dude, I was like, they cannot go back there again. And Castillo comes back again, whatever that was, 98, middle away, and he goes deep in the Crawford box. It's turned out to be the difference. Oh. You've let if you're Scott Service, you've let Yordan Alvarez beat you in game 1 and in game 2. Like,
can't do that.
I'm intentionally walking that guy, dude. Listen, Bregman can beat you, but that lineup isn't as nasty as it used to be.
No way, not even close.
You don't have Correa. Michael Brantley's not in it. You know what I mean? Like, there's Springer's not in it anymore. So, like, there's only a few guys can beat you. Bregman's a guy right now that's pretty hot. He could beat you. Altuve hasn't got a hit in the series yet. And Alvarez is the one guy I can't let him beat me. Even if there's 2 guys on base, I got to think about intentional, an unintentional, intentional walk. Maybe see if he'll chase something. But I can't let him beat me game 1 and game 2.
No.
Come on.
That's like last week in the football game. Like, let's let Travis Kelce score 4 touchdowns. Wait, hold on. He's the only player you have to stop right now.
Exactly.
Dude.
Exactly.
That's great analysis right there. You locked in. Did you watch that whole game?
Yeah.
You seem very locked in.
I watched a lot of it. Yeah, I did watch a lot of it. Yep. Yeah,
All right,
enjoyed it.
All right, so let's go. Let's move to the Bronx, the boogie down. So Yankees fans who had tickets to yesterday's game went bananas on Twitter when they canceled it. As soon as they canceled it, I mean, curse words, some stuff you don't want to say in front of your kids, because it was supposed to be a 7 p.m. or 7:30 start Eastern,
right?
And then so when it gets postponed, they moved it till 1 Eastern today. So fans went crazy because, if you're a dad or a mom, you're going to take your kid the night before. Now, boom, I got to work the next day. Everybody's got to work these days with the inflation you got going over there. So people are so mad.
Seriously.
So you lose a little bit of a home field advantage today if you're the Yankees. Plus that extra day, it is Cortez, but like, what is this? Does this screw them up? Does it screw the Gardens up? Who got the advantage of the rain out? I guess is my question.
I think that maybe the advantage went because of listen, that Yankee Stadium crowd that's a real home field advantage. If there's anywhere around that's a home field advantage, it's in New York, right? Because those guys, the Bronx Hoos, but people are nuts out there. They love the Yankees. So a 1 o'clock game is definitely different than a 7 o'clock game, especially because they're probably missing out on some tailgate time. You know what I'm saying, Chinch?
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean?
I know exactly.
A couple bubblies, you know what I mean? So, dude, I think a little bit. I think a little bit the Yankees. The Cleveland gained a little bit of an advantage going to play at that 1 o'clock game. I remember in 2006, bro, we played game 1 Yankee Stadium. I never forget, Derek Jeter went 5 for 5. Homer his last at bat, one of the coolest things I've ever seen. When the whole place was chanting, Derek Jeter, I was like, wow, this is cool. You know what I mean? But we lost game 1 when I was with the Tigers. Game 2 gets rained out. Game 3, we come back, play a day game, and we win. And then we get the 1-1 split. We go back to Detroit and win the series. So, this is going to be interesting to see what happens today. Nestor Cortez going against Shane Bieber. Bieber's obviously got some great stuff, too. It's going to be a great game. But I think it definitely, if anything, it helps the Indians just because of the 1 o'clock start. But at the end of the day, bro, the Indians' offense has got to get going. Dude, they have 4 runs in 3 postseason games. Like, I mean, poop soup up there. Yeah. They're not doing anything. So it doesn't matter if they're playing on Mars or they're playing a midnight game. You got to freaking swing the shillelaghs at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Shillelaghs. Good. Nice use of that word. I haven't heard that word in a while. The other cool thing for the Yankees on a positive front, like, I could see why they started Cortez too. First of all, like, he deserves it. But like, you couldn't do Cole Severino because they're kind of the same, right? Like a high-end fastball, nasty breaking ball. Like, there's got to be something screwed up. Like, as a hitter, you go from Cole, who's just darting as hard as he can with that tight breaking ball. And then you go to Cortez, who he's like David Coney, like he'll side swipe you. He'll do the little shimmy like Cueto used to do. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, moving on, Atlanta and Philly. There's going to be so many off days in the series if they do it a certain way. But what do we got there? This is huge. Third game, right? And we got Nola, Morton. Both guys could shut a team out this year.
Oh,
right? So what do we got?
There's no doubt. Well, and I think Nola's really riding the high. You watch him the last few starts. He's been pretty dominant. Dude, let's talk about really quick, like not the elephant in the room, but sometimes people overlook this. Dude, the Phillies are coming off an 18-day road trip to end the year. 14 games, the last 14 games they've played on the road. So they played the last 10, I believe, of the regular season, and then 4, road playoff games. So you got to be kidding me, dude. I don't know what I would have done, bro. I was the worst. When I would pack for a week road trip, I'd be a mess. No clean clothes, 2 pairs of jeans, dirty, got mustard stains on the jeans, freaking shirts don't wear. They smell like BO. You smell like a cab driver. You're like, whoa, what's going on here?
The little green pea soup going under the pits.
Yeah. You got the pit stains going on. You got it's incredible. I don't know how those guys did it. You know what I mean? But that's they're probably so fired out to be back in Philly.
Wow, and those fans have not seen them play in a month, basically.
That place is going to be rocking, bro. The Philly fans, man, you got those. Talk about another home field advantage, man. The fans in Philly are incredible. Now they will boo you on the home field too, on the home team if you don't get a hit. But hey, man, I think that's one of the great things about the Philly fans, man. They'll boo anybody.
Yeah,
they boo Santa Claus back in the day.
Now, speaking of home fields, the San Diego Padres getting a home playoff game against the Dodgers. We're 1-1. Snell, Gosselin. What do we got?
Yeah. Well, he's had such a great year. And was a little banged up there, but I believe at the end. Snell's hit or miss for me. Sometimes he goes out and dominates. Sometimes you're like, man, that guy's just laying it right in there. So, it's going to be great though. Another thing, the Padres haven't had a home playoff game since 2006.
Right.
So it's going to be great. And the buzz around the Padres in San Diego. Soto really hasn't lived up to the billing. That trade is not planned out the way they wanted it to. The bottom line is that as we talked yesterday, Manny Machado is the guy out there. But at the end of the day, if you're going to beat the Dodgers, you got to match them pitch by pitch, starting pitcher by starting pitcher, because they're really good at the top of that rotation. And like you said, Gonsolin has been really, really good all season long.
Yeah. So we got Cleveland Yankees is on TBS.
Yeah,
at 107.
1 o'clock
Atlanta Philly is 4:37 on FS1. Dodgers Padres 8:37 FS1. I'm gonna go backwards. Cleveland Yankees broadcast. You realize that's Bob Costas and Ron Darling. So this fight, it's pretty much the smartest, probably the 2 smartest people ever in a booth in the history of the world.
That's gonna be great, dude. You listen to whenever I talk to Ron or Bob at MLB Network, I'm like, man. Freaking, these guys are really smart. Right? These guys are really smart.
You got to step up.
They'll drop 2 vocabulary words. I have no idea what they are. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You get on your phone and Google it, and without them looking.
Yeah. I'm like, Bob, you're not on air. You don't need to tell me about something I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. So let's go. This is something I wanted to bring up with you. I'm gonna play some sound here. I hope this works. Yeah. Ron Rivera's post game after that dog of a game by the freaking Bears.
Oh, what a painful game! 7-6.
Thursday nights. We talked about it yesterday. Thursday night football is bad football. It's just bad. The teams aren't prepared. Yeah. They're not ready.
You're right. They're not ready. Did you work the game last night?
No, I didn't. I get Thursday. I don't have to get Thursday.
Oh, you get Thursday off. Nice, dude.
Yeah, no, it's good.
12-7 game, huh? 12-7.
Yeah, okay. So Carson Wentz has just been destroyed for the whole year. Everybody's destroying him, dogging him, saying, there was a one game he got sacked like 8 times, but everybody said it was just his fault. It wasn't even the line because he couldn't throw the ball. So last night, Ron Rivera was asked about it. What are they? Guardians? What are they?
Yeah. They're Commanders.
Commanders. See, I get the Guardians and Commanders because I don't want to say out loud. I don't want to say Indians and Redskins.
Redskins, because you feel like someone's going to shoot you, shoot you down or something.
Yeah, exactly. But we just did. So, all right. So here's Rivera defending Wentz after the game.
They played their asses off. They played their asses off for everybody. They come out and they show up. They work hard. All right. They don't complain. okay? They hear all this stuff and they got to deal with it. I get that. I respect them for it because they're resilient. They come out. Everybody keeps wanting to say, I didn't want anything to do with Carson. Well, bullshit. I'm the fucking guy that pulled out the sheets of paper, that looked at the analytics, that watched the tape in the freaking, when we were in Indianapolis, okay? And that's what pisses me off. Because the young man doesn't deserve to have that all the time. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Oh, what you're hearing there is him just crashing down the stage and walking off. I'm sorry, I'm done, he said. So here's my thing. Like, all right, a couple things. Football, you're going to get more rah-rah comments like that just because it's football and that's just the nature of it. Now, my question to you is, like, when your coach goes to or your whatever manager or even like your GM, do you guys hear what they say? Does somebody walk into the clubhouse and go, hey, did you hear what Leland said about you just now in a press conference, whatever? How's that whole dynamic work when you're the player?
Yeah. You hear it, bro. You definitely do. It reminds me of a time, you know, and listen, Carson Wentz definitely heard what Ron Rivera said, and he appreciates it. Now, that doesn't excuse you from being 12 for 22 for 99 yards, too. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, they're professional athletes. Like, you got to freaking put up numbers, you know? So, like, the reason they're talking about Carson Wentz is because he threw a pick last week on the goal line. There's a lot of things Carson Wentz is doing this year that aren't that good. So that's why you're hearing it from a fan base that wants a winner. And, you know, at least they won the game at the end of the day. You know, what are the Bears fans saying with Josh Fields? He's not doing that great either. But I remember the one time in 2006 when I got thrown out from left field. Obviously, you know, it's one of those moments you're like, God, that's an embarrassing moment. You know, and I always tell people, hey, listen, when you put when you put it out there and you put it on the line every night in front of people, you're going to be embarrassed sometimes. Just like in life, you're going to be embarrassed at times. You know, it's how you bounce back. But when you have people in your corner that back you up, I remember after the game, somebody said to him, hey, man, I prided myself on playing hard because I had to. I wasn't, the most athletic guy like that. I had to play hard. I had to play it right. I had to make sure that I was on point every night. So I prided myself sprinting. If I grounded out to the pitcher, I'd sprint to first base. So when I got thrown out from left, I just didn't realize the third baseman caught the ball. It trickled to the left fielder. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh boy, I'm ice skating a quickstand down the line. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to get thrown out from left. So after the game, a reporter said to Leland, asked him a question like about, hey, what do you think Casey was dogging it? And, what do you think, are you going to talk to him? And Leland went nuts on the reporter. He's like, you obviously don't watch baseball. If you ever think Sean Casey would ever dog it in a game, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Started dropping F-bombs on the guy.
Nice.
And I heard about it after the game. Somebody came up to me and they said, one of the reporters said, Jim Leland just went off on a reporter, talking about that play. And I always, to this day, it was 16 years later, I still am very grateful that he stood up for me in that way. Yeah. Now, I also, too, it also, wasn't really a performance thing too. Like I said, like Carson Wentz, myself, you got to find a way to still get it done. Like you have to go out there and perform. That's what the fans want to see at the end of the day. So if you're hearing, a manager or a coach back you up, usually you need to get going too.
No, that's good. Great point. A great one there. That's really good.
Just accountability. We all got to be able to account for how we participate on the field at the end of the day.
That's well said. Well said. Wait, so did you ever have a coach talk trash about you in the media? No, you couldn't have. You played too hard.
Did. I never had anyone talk trash to me. And if they did, I would have to look at myself in the mirror and go, hey, listen, at times, if truth is spoken and we get defensive, we really got to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, is it right? Is that true? And if it's not true, I move on. But I got to look at myself in the mirror and say, is he telling the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, if he is, I got to make an adjustment.
There you go. So you get life lessons and sports lessons from Sean Casey. It's very good. All right, last thing. Draymond Green back at practice after jacking his boy. First of all, you saw that video, right? Did you see the video?
Yeah, dude. Like that video is like is unnerving.
Yes, very much so.
It's like
So how do you walk back into that locker room and does he? Okay, so let's just say that happened on a team you were playing on. That guy's got to address the team, right? Like he's got to sit there and he's got to.
Yeah, he's got to definitely address the team, and there's no place for that at all. It looked like such an entitlement move, just Draymond, whatever happened, just you can't go over and punch a guy like that violently, when you're that big of a. human being.
Right.
Dude, I saw Steve Kerr just talking about, like, he was upset that it got out there. I'm like, Steve, what do you think? It's 2022. You don't think it's going to get out there?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's cameras everywhere. There's cameras in my bathroom. You know what I mean? That's freaking, I didn't even put it there, but there's one there. I don't know what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? It's incredible. So I mean, like, I think the mojo is definitely something that, because they're talking about, they want to sign Jordan Peele to a long-term deal, all this stuff. And Draymond Green's been obviously one of the leaders on that team for years, and they've won 4 or 5 championships. Want to win the 4 championships with him, but there definitely has to be damage control here if you're Steve Kerr. Yeah. Damage control with Kerr, because they pride themselves on culture out there at Golden State.
Absolutely.
So for that culture to be hit a little bit.
Yeah.
They got some work to do with the season getting ready to start. That's not a place you want to be.
Right. And the other thing is,
in my opinion.
No, it's a great point. And you got to think before your actions. So now, Draymond, anytime you have a bad game, you're wearing this tattoo for what you did. Like, you have a bad game, you start the season off slow. Oh yeah, well, you're also a troublemaker. You punch somebody, like, you put yourself in a position. It's hard, I guess. Yeah, there's some history there. Whatever.
Run high.
Yeah, emotions run high, but you can't just.
But you can't punch a guy in the face,
especially when you're a teammate.
Yeah, when you're pissed at me, Chinch, you don't come over and punch me in the face.
No, because I don't think it would do anything to your face.
Well, we talk it through. We
would talk it through. All right, so what do we got? We got Friday. What are we doing this weekend? Oh, did you get Pittsburgh tickets? Did you get tickets?
Oh, dude, I got tickets, baby.
This is big. This is big.
Let's go.
What happened?
Let's go. I got 6 tickets. My man Omar came through for me.
Nice.
Yes. So excited. Okay. Got my buddy Kevin Mahoney coming in from Jersey. Yeah. And my sons are both coming home from college. It's gonna be a great weekend.
Tom Brady. You get to see Tom Brady play football.
Dude. Really looking forward to that, dude. Really looking forward. I think that's why it's such a tough ticket, is because, Brady coming back to Pittsburgh, hasn't been here in a while. People are excited. Hey, dude, people are excited. Who doesn't want to see greatness? He's the greatest of all time at the end of the day. Yeah, and just to see him play one time is going to be great, man. Yeah, really excited for that, dude.
Yeah, that's just as much as like a musician too. Like my parents saw Elvis right before, like the last couple of years before, and it's like, man, so you're going to be able to tell your grandkids, like, I saw Tom Brady. Pretty cool.
Dude, speaking of Toms though, you're talking about Elvis. My son loves Tom Petty.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Tom Jones. Okay.
No, not Tom Jones. But right before Petty died, we went and saw him. We saw him 6 months before Petty died.
That was...
It was a bucket list. I go, dude, we're going. I need to see Petty, and then he died. I'm like, I can't believe it.
Wow, good for you. I was in a complete opposite boat because, like, when it gets to, like every season, you probably do this too. I'll start looking at who's coming to town and what's going on, and so... Petty was going to be coming to New York, and I was like, I've never seen him. I got to see him. But it wasn't going to be for another like 4 months or so. I was about to get tickets, and that's when he died. I never got to see him.
It's a killer.
I love him.
What's your favorite Petty song?
Learning to Fly. Learning to Fly. Oh,
learning to fly.
Yeah. The live version of that, he's got a live anthology album. The live version is so great because like it gets to a point where he stops singing and it's just the audience. I love that sound of just
when they sing. It's so great, dude. Did you see recently Stevie Nicks played at the Ohana Festival, which is Vedder's festival out there in San Diego.
Oh, great.
And Vedder came out and sang "Stop Dragging My Heart Around." That was Petty's song.
Right.
What was it, Jimmy Iovino?
Yeah.
Jimmy Iovino, he ended up giving it. He's like, hey, he was dating Stevie Nicks at the time, and he was like, hey, listen. Why don't you give Stevie Nicks that song? It's not really going to be a hit for you. It turned out to be the number one hit in the country. No. And then Petty obviously sang it with her. But that Petty wrote that song and sang it, "Stop Dragging My Heart Around." But to hear Vedder sing it with Stevie Nicks was awesome because Vedder and Petty were good friends.
That's sick. I have a live Ohana Festival album that has Vedder's on it, Jack Johnson, Dave Matthews. I forgot who else. It's a great album. It's great. One of the first things I put on my speakers in a yard when the summer comes. Throw that album on. It's just
it's so good, dude. That Ohana Festival is really cool. We got to get out there. I got to get out there.
Let's go
next year. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
All right. I'm late for my meeting. I'm late.
Okay, you gotta go. Is it 9 o'clock? Okay, bro. See ya. Tell Tony P and John Entz I love them. I'll see you later, bro.
All right, buddy. Love you. See you.
See you, buddy. Bye.